Well, today we're going to listen to Tom MacDonald's Race War. And as long as we cannot figure out that it's the people up top that have all the money and the power as a result, because money is power, then we're going to continue to be confused and, bickering about what's between your legs and what color your skin is and all that stuff, and that keeps them safe up here, out of sight, out of mind, while we all fight amongst each other over nothing, because that's what we have. And you know, uh, I don't know what else to say. This is like it's pretty predictable outcome. Um, Capitalism, well, it's a wonderful system, seems to be the best that we can come up with because it keeps that competition going without government regulation. You are headed for consolidation of power, consolidation of money pools. Um, it's getting to the point where they've capitalized all the industries and now they're going after taxis, dog walking, house sitting. There's apps that are starting to go after these fractured, smaller industries and try to take those away from the people as well. And unlike the old days when like the Rockefellers, had to transfer their wealth to the next generation, and there were all these taxes that went along with that. Now you've got corporations that exist in perpetuity. The board of directors is chosen based on merit. So that ensures that the pool of money that a large company acquires is not squandered by a lazy, entitled next generation of children to inherit. Instead, you're creating something that has all the rights and privileges of human being, but none of the drawbacks. It doesn't have to protect its own life. It can't be killed. It has no lifespan. It can exist forever in perpetuity. So compounded interest is just an amazing thing for it because the easiest way to get rich is with time. Compounded interest, if you can get a pool of money together and just start compounding that money into a bigger and bigger ball, it's going to grow. Even if you suck at investing, you're going to get rich. You just need enough time to do so. Um, and, you know, we need to wake up and realize that we're human beings, and the corporations that are starting to gain huge amounts of power in the world are going to really probably be the end of our free society. Especially, not a lot of people know about this, but Citizens United was something that was passed in 2010, and just like the Patriot Act was used to take your rights away, Citizens United means that it changed it so that corporations have political speech, which means that they can contribute to campaigns directly. Before that, it was only individuals or groups of individuals like super PACs that could contribute, which was enough of a problem. But now corporations can just go direct and spend as much money as they want, getting whoever's going to benefit them the most elected and keep them in power so that they get the laws that they want. Anyway, I'll shut up and let's listen to Tom.
It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me, I ain't gon' trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother, but now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks hate normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong, don't wanna see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. before you 25 get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. True, I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, it's sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot, racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in they army. Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life, when the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns up bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gonna see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
It seems to me so clear. Um, and I think a lot of people understand that this is going on, but they must, I don't know why we continue to just ignore it. This is not something that seems to be discussed, pushed back against. Um, so it's confusing to me why more people aren't just refusing to take the bait, because it's all just, you're just being baited. You're being baited to fight over gender. You're being baited to fight over race. You're being baited to fight over politics. And if you really think that these politicians are representing you, then if you're involved enough in politics to be supporting one side or the other, and you still think that they're representing you, um, let's try and understand why all the costs in America have like quadrupled. You know, if you extrapolate 1930s, which is the last Great Depression, prices out to today, houses should be $100,000. The median is 415,000. Um, gas should be around $1.15 a gallon. It's 3.55. A new vehicle should be about $15,000. Instead, it's 50. Meanwhile, on the other side, income adjusted for inflation should be the median should be $85,000 a year, and instead it's 60. So, gas should be $1, it's 4. Your income should be 85K, it's 60, or that's the median. So one of the reasons that houses are so expensive, you've got corporate investment money entering the private housing market. You have government politicians, regulators that are not protecting the American dream, so your children are going to have a very difficult time affording a home under these circumstances where we make less than we should, just keeping up with costs, just keeping up the purchasing power. We're behind on the income side, and then costs have run away and quadrupled. And there's no talk about reconciling the two. There's no one in the government that's even quoting these numbers and explaining this to you and saying, "Hey, we're here to help. We're here to we love capitalism, but we understand the flaws, and we are going to regulate and control this so that corporations aren't coming in here and buying up American property and depriving you of the thing that the Constitution says that you shall not be deprived of, and that is the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. And I don't see how, under these circumstances, you are able to pursue life, liberty, and happiness when your entire existence is being controlled by corporations that are not human, don't care about humans. They'll virtue signal all day long about the environment, and then they'll package all their shit in endless amounts of styrofoam and plastic. But you can't have a fucking straw because you're murdering turtles, you know? So do what I say, not what I do. And as long as you go along with that, then you're gonna fall for all this shit. It's all manufactured. You're in a manufactured environment. You're not in a natural environment. You are fully controlled and captured. Unless you're, if you've ever thought about the nature versus nurture argument, are you a product of genetics or are you a product of your environment? If you believe anything other than you are fully a product of genetics and environment is irrelevant, if you believe that it's 50-50, or if you believe that, even environment has more of an effect, if you get abused and yelled at, you're going to turn out differently than if you believe that, then you are in a manufactured environment that is designed to control, manipulate, and mindfuck you into doing what the masses are being told to do. Um, Statistics make it very hard to predict individual behavior, but statistics do allow something like a government to predict the behavior, or a corporation to predict the behavior of a group of individuals quite accurately. And by using those predictions, they can then base their behavior and their manipulation on these concepts and effectively get you to do what they want. Especially if you're talking about a company like Google or Apple, who's in your pocket all day long. And if you think they're not listening to what you say, you're a moron, because you see targeted ads after you discuss things. We all see it, even when they lie to your face and say they're not doing it. The proof is in the advertising. If you talk about buying a new truck and then you see ads for new trucks and they tell you, oh, we don't do that, um, boy, you got to be awful stupid to believe that. There's going to be an awakening of some sort. I just hope that it's a peaceful one where we return to speaking to each other instead of an awakening that results in uh, you know conflict, not verbal conflict in America and potentially the greater first world, because this stuff is not going on in the third world. This is all happening in the NATO nations. It's not happening in China, it's not happening in Russia, but any nation that's under the influence of NATO directly. So weird, it's just a coincidence, you guys. There's no greater conspiracy. Just a coincidence that all these nations are importing migrants, inflating their currencies, losing their cultural and religious values, morality, just becoming self-indulgent assholes. And, self-indulgence is toxic to the human being. It's toxic to your mind. Self-indulgence is the sugar for your brain. Sugar is the worst thing you can put in your body. Self-indulgence with no discipline, no accountability, um, being unwilling to face reality. These things are some of the worst things that you can do for your body, just like sitting on the couch and eating, um, gummy bears or whatever trash you want to put in your body, or consuming alcohol, because that's pure sugar too. So, anyway, what are you gonna do? I just hope that we come together and see the humanity in each other, even if we have different beliefs and views. We are human beings. The politicians, it's questionable what they are, They're definitely not a force for good, and they're definitely not part of the normal American people. They are part of the problem. They're part of the endless corporatization of America and the further consolidation of profit, where nothing can be free anymore. Can't get a dog for free. Now it's 2 grand for a dog. Back when I was a kid, everybody had puppies. You used to get a dog for like $75 and some shots, and everything Marriage is a business. Divorce is a business. You know, you used to get married in your parents' backyard. You used to have your family look after your children, or maybe one of the parents would stay home and look after the kid. Now everybody's supposed to work, and then you pay for childcare. Send your kid over here. Send your dog over here. You know, dog care, child care, all this stuff. I mean, next it's going to be like cat resorts. You know, like send your cat to a hotel. Let him have a vacation. You know, I mean, it's just how can we make more money? How can we take things that are free and accessible and just normal stuff that people do and turn it into a profit center? So, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.